Hey, what's up, guys?
My name is Cake Gaming, and today I'm going to be taking the Tilt type test from Riot. I almost never use chat in multiplayer games. I would say I strongly disagree with this, because I totally like using chat. Hard to stay silent if someone is calling me out in game. I'm a fucking keyboard warrior, I'm going to be honest. If somebody's calling me out, I'm gonna shit talk them back, like you guys would know if you've been to my live streams and have seen a bunch of my League videos too. So we're gonna agree. I feel the need to end every play session with a win or I'm in a bad mood. I mean, I do generally get in a bad mood and I start like, I've even like disconnected my, like stopped my streams a bunch when I'm losing. Cause I get really, really mad. And, it's a pretty big issue. I don't know. I really hate winning. All I care about is winning. So, we're gonna strongly agree with that actually. If a teammate is doing poorly, it's good to give them some advice on what to do differently. Um, I somewhat agree, and I think that a lot of the time too, if you're doing bad, you kind of learn just by playing the game, especially for like newer players. Um, I mean, I think that's a good idea. If you see someone that's obviously doing bad, then make sure to tell them that what they could do better. I blame myself more than I blame my teammates. I kind of disagree with that because I know there's times where I've definitely done really bad, and I don't want to admit that I'm doing bad. I don't know, just because I want to be good. I want to be good at the game, and I want to do better. So I'm gonna go disagree, I guess. If my teammate falls behind early, I'll try extra hard to force big plays and spark a comeback. I somewhat agree on that, but at a lot of the time, when your whole team is losing, it's kind of hard to actually like come back from it. It is definitely possible. Like, some of the time, that's totally the reason why that I don't want to give up on games, especially when there's been times where I've been losing heavily and I've made a comeback, or have been part of a comeback. So, I would somewhat agree with that actually. Frustrating losses stick with me for a while after the game is over. I would strongly agree with that as well. Like I said before, losing sucks. Nobody likes winning, or sorry, nobody likes losing, I should say. So we're gonna strongly agree with that. It's hard to focus on a match if I feel like it's a lost cause. I start getting pretty tilted, just by like me making a dumb mistake, or some of my teammates will also give up or start to give up along with me. So I feel like it's kind of hard to focus when you're losing, especially when have a pretty big gap. Um, Taking breaks is important to me enjoying the game. I would say somewhat, but not. I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. I feel like every game that you play, obviously you want to try to make yourself better. Like you're looking at ways you could do better, but at the same time, what you do in one game isn't necessarily going to affect what happens in another game. So kind of like look at it as a fresh start every time you play a game. When you try to not get tilted and everything. So I would say somewhat agree. If you're tilted, it's better to keep to yourself than admit it to your team. Um, I mean, I think it's good to not run it down mid, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of somewhat agree to keep it to your team. Um, if you're tilted. I don't know. I would say just somewhat agree. When other players are unskilled or acting like jerks, it feels good to put them in their place. Definitely. I mean, I can be kind of toxic at times, but there's a lot of times too where I'm getting flamed and I don't really want to say anything in chat. So I definitely bet on both ends of the spectrum. So I'm gonna say strongly agree because I don't know. I really like I like calling people out, but at the same time, yeah. I prefer focusing on lots of matches in one sitting rather than spreading them out over time. I mean, I do like playing games after one another, but sometimes it is nice to split in between games. Um, so I'm gonna go somewhat agree. If things are getting spicy in chat, I won't hesitate to mute all. Um, I don't know. I guess it depends on how bad the flaming is and stuff. I mean, I don't like listening to toxic people, but at the same time, I kind of like reading the drama. So I mean, it really depends on the situation, and if if I'm getting if I'm sitting if I'm the one getting flamed, I'll mute people. Um, Especially when I'm not doing that bad, and I'm getting flamed. Like people will tell me to like kill myself, and you know, um, stuff like that. But I don't know. I have like having the ability to mute people if it gets too bad, but for the most part I don't usually mute people. So I'll go kind of neutral actually. I have to admit that laughing at other players in League can be just as fun as winning. Uh, I'm gonna kind of disagree a little bit. I mean, I like winning. I enjoy winning, so I'm gonna go somewhat disagree. When I'm tilted by a match, I'm often calling for support of a surrender vote. Sometimes, but there's also some times in the match where I feel like we can make a comeback. So I mean, I'll try to usually make a comeback, and then if that doesn't work, then that's usually when I'm going for a surrender vote. So I mean, at least initially, no. But towards like the end of trying to make a comeback, and if we can't, then that's when I want to surrender. Um, so I'm kind of neutral, yeah. Banter, trash talk, and debate are an important part of multiplayer games. It really is, though. I think it not only makes people better, but you know, it gives you that really good feeling of putting someone in their place. Oh, the paladin. Let's see. Tilting moments. Others playing poorly. You made the call to take Baron, only to see your teammates wander towards the Cloud Drake instead. Why would you go to Cloud Drake? What? I mean, I can understand why that's frustrating, yeah. Learn to let go. Let go. You're sitting in queue for like 3 minutes to queue up for a 40-minute game, or to play a 40-minute game, and you just want to like risk it. I mean, I guess it depends on how close the game is. I might be getting too far into this, but I mean, I would rather get Baron than a Cloud Drake. I don't know anybody that would. It's dumb to go for a Cloud Drake if there's Baron. I can understand why that makes sense though. This reported several players who clearly deserved it, and one day you decided to check their match history to see if any punishments were handed out. When you see they're still active, you become frustrated. Focus on the long term. Oh god. That's try practicing a more long-term view and see your reports as crucial piece of evidence in a larger case rather than a smoking gun. I mean, I wonder, I don't know. When your teammate seems to think that they're in charge, bossing everyone around, spamming pangs, tactical sportsmanship. When a team is about to self-implode due to bickering, try the most calculated and cunning tool in the toolbox. Positivity. What is positivity gonna do when your team is like flaming each other? What? Even if you feel nothing but disgust, saying "good job" anyway to subtly influence your teammates' mental state, especially ones who seem like they're on the brink of tilting themselves. It may seem like forced or fake, but deliberate positivity isn't a strategy that disarms and disrupts those vicious argumentative cycles. That is not true at all. I mean, I don't. Why would that work? That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, someone's flaming another person, and you just say "good job." Like, am I supposed to be good job as the person that's flaming, or like good job to everybody? To like, it just doesn't make any sense in that situation. I don't really feel like positivity would help. People get really cocky and stuff, especially when it comes to like, you know, wanting to do well and stuff. I don't really understand how positivity would impact that, but you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and possibly consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great night, evening, whatever time it is for you. Whatever time of the day it is. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.